So YouTube keeps repeatedly going down. They're having a lot of problems as of late, and I don't think I've ever remembered YouTube having this many bugs at once. I'm sure you guys remember in February, the entire website went down globally for like an hour or so, and that is a pretty rare occurrence on YouTube. And now YouTube Studio has been going down over and over and over again. This Twitter user said YouTube Studio is down again as of March 30th, 10:22 a.m. EST. This is the same issue we had yesterday. Team YouTube says if you haven't yet, you can try clearing your app's cache. Yep, they actually think it's the user that's having the problem here. Uninstalling and reinstalling the app and making sure your devices and apps are running the latest software version, and then signing out and back in from your account. Let us know how it goes. One sentence into the tweet, I was like, okay, well, that's pretty interesting because it's happening to everybody. It happened to me too earlier this morning. I was trying to go ahead and check my YouTube statistics on YouTube Studio, and I noticed that it was down. We were just all seeing this message that said something's not right. The Twitter user replied and said, no need to, as this is happening on multiple devices, and everyone on Twitter has been reporting about it for over the last hour. Look into the issue, please. So on March 29th, YouTube tweeted, creators, we've seen some reports of issues accessing YouTube Studio on desktop and mobile devices. We're working to fix this and we'll keep you updated. Then they made an update saying this issue with YouTube Studio is now fixed. Thank you so much for everyone for your reports. We appreciate your patience. And then one day later, they said, actually, we're still seeing reports that some of you are still having trouble accessing YouTube Studio. Our teams are continuing to investigate this and we'll keep you posted with any updates here. And if it was just YouTube Studio constantly going down, this wouldn't really be that big of an issue. I mean, obviously it would be something that YouTube needs to fix, but they've been experiencing so many different bugs across their website and it just seems a little suspicious. Some of you may have seen that I've made this video called YouTube is Cooked a few days ago, talking about the fact that everybody was seeing this notice on their home screens. Take action now to keep access to your channel. Due to a local law, you need to invite a parent to set up supervision in order to have a channel and do things like upload videos or comment. It didn't matter where in the country you were, how old your account was, if you had provided ID verification or if you haven't. Tons of people were getting this message on their homepage and everybody was confused. Like, wait, my local law doesn't even have anything that has to have me set up an account with a parent or whatever. So why am I getting this message? So I made a tweet about this, talking to YouTube and saying, hey, what the hell is going on over here? Like I said, I made a tweet about this and I assumed that this was YouTube doing another wave of ID age verification. Well, YouTube actually jumped in here and actually replied to this saying, jumping in to confirm that this message was sent in error and can be disregarded at this time. Apologies for the confusion this may have caused. Notice how they said at this time. That is not very reassuring. Makes it sound like they actually do have this plan to roll out eventually. I know a lot of people are saying this will be only for Brazil, but like I said, people around the world were getting access to this notice. Now, YouTube claims it's a bug, but I don't know. It's funny because I actually did used to communicate with YouTube regularly, but ever since I asked them to do that interview, and then they said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, they never actually got back to me after that. But anyways, that's a story for another day. I also made another tweet recently saying there are currently tons of videos on YouTube that are displaying no views as a view count, even when the videos have millions of views. I am hoping this is just a glitch. Any comment, Team YouTube? I'm sure you guys were aware there was a huge glitch going around on YouTube where everybody was saying that they were watching videos and none of the videos had any of the views displayed. It didn't matter if the video actually had 10 views or 10 million views. It was just saying that the videos had no views. Website-wide bug. Team YouTube jumped in and replied again and said, hi, we are aware of this issue and looking into it. Please feel free to follow along. Following up here in case if you haven't already seen, this issue is now fixed. So the point is that YouTube is experiencing tons of bugs and the website and sometimes the YouTube Studio just keeps going down over and over again. They have also been releasing new polls talking about if videos feel like AI slop. This seems like YouTube's way to combat AI slop, but honestly with YouTube, you never know. They are always talking about the fact that they're combating AI slop while rolling out 15 AI features a day. Again, some of you guys may have seen one of my recent videos where I was talking about the fact that YouTube has a new search experiment for comments where you can now look for the specific type of comments that you want to see. Things like general compliments, excitement and enthusiasm, or you can look for hateful content, profanity, stuff like that. And it just seems really weird. I'm a nerd. I've been a daily user of YouTube for more than a decade now. No exaggeration, right? So I've pretty much seen when YouTube has had bugs, when things went down. Obviously, I did an entire live stream when YouTube went down and a bunch of people were like, dude, what the hell is going on right now? Why is YouTube down? I haven't ever seen this happen before. And it just seems a little suspicious. So here comes the return of tinfoil deep humor here. I'm going to explain why I think this is happening. And I'm sure some of you guys will agree, some of you guys won't agree, but I don't actually have any proof behind this. This is just, once again, tinfoil deep humor. So the reason why I think YouTube keeps going down, the reason why they're experiencing more bugs than ever before is because of AI. Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking. Oh, you're just going to go ahead and blame AI again. But I actually have a few theories behind this. So first of all, obviously, we all know that YouTube is leaning more towards AI. YouTube has been having AI features just plaguing the website. YouTube probably will allow you to use AI to wipe your ass nowadays. I mean, they just use AI for absolutely everything. Every video will have an AI summary behind it. Every single comment section will be summarized as well. You can search things up with AI. You can filter comments with AI. You can breathe with AI. I mean, AI is just everywhere on the platform. Some of you guys may recall about 5 months ago, I made a video literally called YouTube is replacing employees with AI, where YouTube actually announced that they're going to be doing voluntary buyouts with severance for a bunch of their employees, and essentially going to be replacing them with AI. So that means that the YouTube employees that would manage things like, bugs, view counts, monetization, moderation, anything like that, they are all being replaced with AI. So that means that AI is going to be managing all that. And as we all know, AI is infamous for making tons of mistakes. I made a YouTube short about this specific video from a YouTuber, Deji, KSI's brother, and in the video he tried out Lunchly, which is his brother's product, with Mr. Beast and Logan Paul. I made a YouTube short about this a year ago, talking about the fact that the AI generated summary there that is describing the video is actually bugged. It was totally wrong with what it said, because they said that Deji tries out Lunchly, a new product from Dan TDM. Dan TDM has never been associated with Lunchly. In fact, he publicly criticized KSI, Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast for having Lunchly, claiming that they were essentially preying on their fans by advertising another slop product to them. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, literally 1 year later, this is still wrong. Deji tries out Lunchly, a new product from Dan TDM. A year later, and the AI generated video summary hasn't been fixed. So if they can't even fix something as simple as an AI generated video summary, imagine how many errors that they must be making in terms of running YouTube as a whole. Here's another example of something that I haven't even talked about yet. A bunch of people are actually experiencing issues right now with live stream view counts. Here's an update from a YouTube employee saying, "We're aware some of you guys are experiencing issues where view counts on live streams are displaying incorrectly. Our teams are actively investigating this issue. We'll update the thread with new information. Thanks for your patience." And keep in mind, this is only a few days after people were experiencing errors with their view counts on regular videos as well, that whole no views thing. So it just seems like YouTube is slowly breaking with all of these random bugs and issues. And again, like I said, I'm a nerd. I use YouTube literally every single day as both a viewer and an uploader. And I'm telling you right now, I actually don't remember the last time YouTube has had so many bugs and errors. And really the only theory that I can think of is it's because YouTube is emphasizing more on AI. And speaking of, YouTube CEO actually did do an interview a few days ago that I did a live stream on, where he was actually talking about the YouTube platform and AI and the negative impacts that AI has had on the platform. And when he was asked about it, he was making points along the lines of, hey, AI is something that a lot of YouTubers can use to be creative and stuff like that, and that he doesn't believe that AI will ever actually replace the real content creators on the platform. Well, AI is actually drowning out all the real content creators on the platform, and AI content creators are actually making way more money and more views than actual content creators are. I'm sure you guys have heard about that whole AI powered fruit Love Island crap that was going on. My main man Critical made a video about it, talking about the fact that AI is actually oh, I don't know what he was doing there, talking about the fact that AI content is taking over YouTube and actually drowning out real content creators, and this is no different. Neil, during his interview, seemed to have no worry about the fact that AI content is drowning out real content creators on the platform, and he really feels like the real content creators will shine. Well, not only is the AI content taking over the platform, but it also seems like the YouTube algorithm itself is bugged as well. You guys may recall me making a video about this random channel called Amayaverse that released some random video with like a weird title, Portrait Nanny Cannon or something, and their video got 1.4 million views in 19 hours. Once they got past 24 hours, their video had more than 2 million views. It was an 8-second video of him messing with his bed covers and stuff, but because it had a salacious thumbnail, YouTube's algorithm pushed it heavily, and it got, like I said, 2 million views in 24 hours. Do you guys know that even people like Markiplier and Critical won't be able to get that many views in that short amount of time? So overall, my point is, I'm sure you guys know what I'm getting at, YouTube seems to be broken at the moment. Not only is it experiencing a million bugs a day, but the algorithm seems to be messed up. Random features like view counts and stuff aren't working anymore, and it just seems really weird. And like I said, the only thing that I can think of is it's because of YouTube's over-reliance on AI. So YouTube, if you're ever going to listen to this video, which I'm sure you won't, start hiring some real people again. Your website should improve over time, not deteriorate, and it just seems like YouTube has more bugs than ever before. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. See ya.